Hello guys, Brad here again, another fragrance review. This time let's look at a fragrance from Olfactive Studio. This one's called Close Up. Another sample that I had gotten when I purchased Still Life in Rio a while back. And on the back of the card it has a little statement here: intense and contrasting. The amber tones combine with a freshness. It has a full-bodied character that blends seamlessly with anise and green coffee. And the photo of this one is an eyeball. And this came out in 2016. Classified amber vanilla with top notes of cherry, spices, and coffee. Middle notes of white, tobacco, patchouli, atlas cedar, and rose. And in the base, tonka bean, amber, and musk. So what I get from this one, get sort of like this ambery, honeyed tobacco, cherry tobacco. Some white spices in there. There's a lot of other notes mentioned here as well. It says rose. I'm not sure if I get rose, but maybe like a white floral, perhaps like an iris type floral note here to give it sort of a cloudy kind of a smell. Not really woody to my nose. The tobacco here is a white tobacco, so it's almost like a tea or a papyrus kind of a note, more so than like a bold pipe tobacco as far as I'm concerned. I don't know a lot about pipe tobaccos or cigar tobaccos, so maybe there are some tobaccos out there that smell like this. I'm not sure, but it does kind of remind me, if I remember correctly, of fragrances like Terry Mugler's Pure Havane, or if you're on a budget, Insurrection 2 Wild. I think it's in that same vein because it's also a cherry tobacco fragrance. Those other two are. If you ask most people in the fragrance community what is the best cherry tobacco, I'm sure a lot of them would say Pure Havane. I think that one might be discontinued now, so I did check some prices, and it seems like it is getting more difficult to find Pure Havane at a cheap and respectable price. Of course, Insurrection Wild is a budget fragrance. I think you can still get that one for like $20-$25. So this one would probably be somewhere in between Pure Havane and Insurrection 2 Wild in terms of price point. So that's pretty much it. If you like cherry, sweet cherry tobacco fragrances, definitely check this one out and see what you think. I find it a bit unisex for my taste. I didn't really care for Pure Havane when I tried that one because of the same reason. Kind of smelled like candy-like, and the tobacco just didn't really have that, rugged, manly, masculine tobacco that I usually like in fragrances like Tabac Rouge, for example, or even Tobacco Vanille. This one, the white tobacco, it just comes across more of like a papery or tea-like on my nose, not really smoky and cigar-like. So yeah, it's okay. I enjoyed wearing it today, but I don't think I'd pick up a bottle. I'll give this one, on the smell factor, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Definitely, if you want to get a unisex tobacco fragrance, maybe share it with your wife. That would be a good little trick. Buy a bottle, give it to your wife, and then sneak a decant when she's not looking, because I think the women might like this one more than the guys sometimes, because it does have a slight feminine character, and it's definitely not similar to a lot of women's fragrances that I've smelled, because it doesn't have that typical fruity floral vibe. It's more of that sweet cherry tobacco. So smell for me about 7 out of 10. Projection longevity, I'll say 6 to 8 hours. It did reasonably well. It never seemed to be cloying or overpowering, but it did seem to linger and last throughout the entire day that I had it on. Versatility, I think you could probably wear it year-round. I see this maybe more as a fall, spring type fragrance, maybe. Maybe the rose note gives it more of a spring quality. The tobacco isn't real dark and smoky, so maybe something you wouldn't really wear in the winter so much. But yeah, I think it's good for day wear. Could wear it evening wear as well. Uniqueness, some people are saying this is unique. I think it's too similar to other cherry tobaccos like Pure Havane to really be overly unique, even though it says green coffee or what else, anise. I don't know. I don't really know if I get all that stuff there. Mostly that ambery, sweet honeyed tobacco smell to my nose. So Uniqueness, about a 6 out of 10. Price point 50 ml, 115, 100 ml, 195. And you can buy this from the Olfactive Studio website. Overall, for me, I'm going to say 6.5 out of 10 because it does lack some uniqueness, and I would probably just go ahead and suggest getting Insurrection 2 Wild for about 20-25 bucks. Save yourself about 60-70 bucks on a cherry tobacco. So that's my thoughts. It's nice for what it is, but yeah, a bit too unisex, and the tobacco didn't really have a rugged tobacco feel to my nose. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.